operate with the United States with sharing criminal histories. You've had a third of the country leave. You've had these massive waves of migrants coming across the border that many of them crossed the border illegally, were arrested, asked for political asylum, were not adequately vetted, were released into the country. The city of Aurora, we did everything we could to quite frankly, keep them out of the city because it's not our problem. This is a federal problem. This is a problem borne by the federal government. But what I think what we're trying to find out and what I believe occurred was that federal agencies worked with some of our local nonprofits and put them there.
Welcome to the Brother L Show. Wow, we have a lot going on in America. Let us see what's going on. This is a breaking news report. We just gotta find out what's going on in Colorado. Come on, Magic. Come on with that, Magic. You know, I get it, man. You old school brothers. But you know what I'm saying? Look, what is going on? I'm about to pull it up for y'all. Just a second. Give me a chance. All right, so let's talk about the Colorado situation. It is going down for what I hear. Let's see if we can tap something in. Venezuela. What's going on is when the Venezuela gangs is taking over the USA. Unbelievable story of two Colombian volunteers. No. Here we go. I'm gonna post this link. Tap in as a guest on the show and get a reaction to what we're looking at. Go. This is what's happening right now. And so this is what we mean by border crisis. This is what we're talking about border crisis. We got 20 million people, illegal migrants or illegal aliens, meaning they came through absent of the lawful process. Like we got borders. Like if you want to come in my house, you got to knock at the door and you got to be invited in. When you come in somebody else's house, and this is a constitutional government, so you got to have borders. Okay? It just is what it is. It is about the public safety. This is what's going on. These gangs are from Venezuela. And then y'all telling me about, who we supposed to be voting for. Man, we got enough of this already with the gangs the local gangs. Now you got foreign gangs. And you keep talking about vote for who exactly? So before January 6th, you didn't have this going on. But under this so-called regime local gangs, man. On top of the local, the already the issues we got domestically. So you got 20 million people that we don't know what's going on, military age men in this country, armed, and we buy our oil tar from Venezuela. So we making Venezuela rich so they can come over here and terrorize American communities. I'm just a little bit confused on what we're doing here. These people are actually in office now. This is happening in Colorado with the Venezuela gangs. Let me see. Can I? This is amazing to me. It was some more activity. Oh my God! What's this? Says what happened in Venezuela, UK, Brazil can happen in America too. This is what's going on in Colorado, though, man. This is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy. They serious. What we got here? Let's see. Gunshots rang out as Venezuelans gathering in Target parking lot in Aurora as Colorado cops warn ruthless Trinidad Agua gang is on the loose. You know what I'm saying? A gathering of Venezuelan migrants spurred out of control this week as gunshots rang out in the parking lot of suburban Colorado town. And yet another sign of trouble inside the Venezuelan community living in the U.S. Chaos unleashed by migrants living in rural Colorado has surfaced in a TikTok video. Oh, we're going to go to TikTok in a few minutes. The Venezuelan is taking over. A man can be heard saying in the online video posted on TikTok by user 100 Pack Savvy. It says the July 29th footage Bedlam and a Target shows Bedlam in a Target parking lot in Aurora where Venezuelans had gathered in weekend demonstration over the elections in their homeland. While mostly peaceful, South Americans swarmed the shopping center. Completely taking it over with car sardines, and bumper to bumper. Let me see here. The force targeting other retailers in the area to close early, fearing their customers might get caught up in a demonstration. Oh, it was thick. Man, look at this, man. Can you imagine that knock at your door? And so what's the point? The point is, here go Venezuela, okay? And now they coming through here. They got a passage here, and then they entering through the southern border into the USA. And so our people is supposed to be protecting the southern border and all the border entries into the United States. This is where the wall came in at, and the USMCA agreement came in at. Hold on, that was a trade agreement. My fault. Not the trade agreement, but the when the President Trump cut a deal and had the Mexican military help hold the line. I think it was called, what was it called? Stay in Mexico, remain in Mexico, something like that. Ain't no just popping up over here. You got to be returned to your crib. You got to go home. You coming over here causing problems, trying to kill people, trying to run your gangs and everything else. No, we can't have that. So we got to have ICE in the military if necessary. We had this stuff set up to where our borders was protected before January 6th. So the January 6th was a coup of the USA. It was a coup. And it was an agenda. What they call Project 2025 was actually Agenda 2020. And the Agenda 2020 was to, you already know, steal the election. That was a coup. Now they got open borders. So all right, so I had to answer the door. My bad. DT out there doing their job. But This is the issue. They making this passage up and through Mexico, and they hitting our border, and our border is wide open. And so, as a result of our border being wide open, they able to mobilize, right, and organize this kind of tactics, military tactics, and take over and set up shop here in the USA, making life hell for the American people of these United States of America. So, who we're voting for is important because if you look at the performance record, the Trump administration, you had zero. The Biden Harris administration, you got 20 million illegal immigrants that has crossed the border. So you got to understand what's happening here. You got to understand what's happening here, right? This is what we get. This is in Colorado. Was that Colorado? Oh, that was Portland. It's Portland. I love Colorado, but that's the issue that you got here. That's why it's important to know who you know what I'm saying, the policies, the agenda that's coming for. So Project 2020 was about the coup, the hijacking of the White House. And we done seen it all. We done seen the Russian disinformation with the laptop, Hunter Biden exposing all of the fraud, the international fraud dealing with the Biden crime family. We done seen the illegal spying on the sitting president and on his campaign. We done seen the fake warrants, the fake Pfizer warrants they was able to get, the fraudulent Pfizer warrants they was able to get to spy on the president. We seen it all. We seen it all at this point. I don't got to go over it. We just seen it all. But what we're looking at is elections had consequences, and so you didn't have a border crisis on January 6th, right before January 6th. After January 6th, you had an instant border crisis, an influx of 20 million illegal immigrants here, and from all over the world, China, Venezuela, obviously. I mean, all over the world, they're here. They're here. What's their agenda? Right? Is it this? Is this their agenda? Right? To bring this to our country? Is this what it is right here? Is this the agenda? That's tough. That's pretty tough. We already got that in the local. We already got local gangs, right? Like, so do the local gangs start beefing with the foreign gangs? Like, how does that work? You know what I'm saying? Is we carving out territory? We see a lot of these people coming in, buying up a lot of property. I mean, what's happening here? What's happening here? Especially when we talk about voting for the president. Like, I need the president to do his job, and I shouldn't be seeing or what about these people? These people shouldn't be experiencing this. You know, we talking about what we shouldn't be seeing. Oh, wait a minute. Don't tell me. Okay. Oh, wow. Wow. You guys didn't catch any of that. It's okay. I'll bring it back. So, yeah, my fault. My illustration, I didn't know the screen didn't tap in over here. So let me pull the screen down. So this was the diagram I was showing. They coming from Venezuela here, right? And they making their passes up through the southern border where there is no walls, no security, no policy, no military, Mexican army keeping them back, nothing. We just wide open USA. And so as a result, you're getting these images. These images are being generated from the policies that says, okay, it's okay for us to have open borders. It's okay for, migrants all over the world to just come here and just run over the border, and we got you. And we're not going to vet anybody. We don't know who is who, what's your intent and purpose. But then we got this. You know what I'm saying? We got this. So the hijacking of the presidential election of 2020 led to this. They coming from here, and this is who we buying our energy units from. They selling us tar. And so we making this little country, and they say it's a corrupt country. I don't know. I'm not from there. But they saying that we're making them rich from buying our energy units, and in turn, they're coming through here illegally and causing the country to be destable. So this is the fourth quarter of the United States being disabled by our adversaries, obviously, right? Why are we buying gas and energy units from Venezuela when we got unlimited gas right here in the USA. So why don't we drill? Because the policies, right? The presidential policy, they said, nah, we good. We going with the Green New Deal. So that's the electric stuff. So this is the battle versus this EV crap versus gasoline or petrol products. All right. So here we are. We're not drilling. We're going to shut down us, right? But we're going to purchase gas from them, but we got our own. So let's make it make sense. Like, how does that make sense? I got my own. I got unlimited amount of it. I got more than Russia and Saudi Arabia combined. We were energy dominant before January the 6th. We had border security before January the 6th. What happened after they jacked the White House? They switched up all the policies from the Trump era. So we stopped producing. We stopped manufacturing and producing our own. And then we start begging people for theirs. And then in turn, they sending their worst over here to come and do this. I'm confused.
My friend Kamala is coming up on one of the last major fundraising deadlines before Election Day. So when I say that your donation
right now, we got people in Colorado living in fear, man. I don't want to hear that right now. This is amazing. This has happened on American soil. This is amazing. So we just want to come here on the Brother L show and just kind of, you know, I mean, look at these images. Come on, man. Come on, man. I mean, y'all know what time it is. It's election time, baby. What are we doing here?
Están convulsionados por la llegada del tren de Aragua. La policía de la ciudad de Aurora ha logrado probar la conexión de algunas bandas que están disputando territorios en suburbios del estado de Colorado están convulsionados por la llegada del tren de Aragua en la Unión
Policial oficial que está realizando una investigación y que ha logrado demostrar que la banda que está operando aquí en los Estados Unidos llega hasta Tocorón, llega hasta Venezuela, llega a tener conexiones directas con los líderes del tren de Aragua. Y la verdad es que si uno lo analiza históricamente, responde por primera vez el patrón de conducta, el modus operandi.
Police in Dallas, Texas, and Denver, Colorado says Venezuela Transit gang has been active in those cities. The details are scarce. Here's what we know about the group and the activities. Okay. They coming from Venezuela. Okay. Boom, they hit New York. Boom, they hit Miami. Boom, they coming up into Chicago. That's up in Michigan. Well, you know, the Midwest, so you know what's going on. I mean, the people got to know what's going on so we can know what's around us, what's happening at all times, and prepare ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We definitely got to get MAGA in the White House. This right here, we'd be focused on the local gang. We'd be focused on rehabilitating them, getting them what they need, the resources, educational resources, the emotional support, mental health services, whatever they need to bring them into the fold of government. But you mean tell me we gotta deal with this too? That's a lot of pressure. That's a lot of pressure. That's a lot of pressure on the nation. Let's see, Aurora, Colorado, and other zones of U.S. territory. So that's pretty much what it is right now. That's pretty much what it is right now. Tell that to the residents fleeing Colorado. Kamala Harris, please note that this is an actual statement from Kamala Harris. Okay, let me see what it say. All undocumented immigrants is not criminal. They trolling her now. They gonna troll her for sure. Because you gotta think about it. Why wouldn't you troll her though? You know what I'm saying? One hand, you telling me we don't have a border crisis, but on the other hand, you got a border crisis, and the results of it is you got people being taken over. Look at this: breaking, armed gangs of illegals. You know, damn. I mean, that's thick, man. I know me. I would be pissing on myself. I mean, maybe not in the public, but in my side of my head, I'm like, whoa, that is different. Somebody trying to take a look at me. Let me see what else we got, dog. That was it. That's all y'all got for me out there on that. Let me see, man. Let me check. We got. That's all. Let me see what else.
Y bueno, vamos sobre los seguros. Oiga, usted piensa.
Ay, amén, amén. Usted también.
Ah,
¿cuántos meses
tiene? 6 meses. Hembra o varón. Primeriza. ¿Cuántos tienes ya? 2 varones. Y otra bebé, pues. Bueno, Dios me lo bendiga, pues. Amén. Mira, vale. Esas mandarinas directamente de la mata.
That's Mondoro. That look like that's about it, though. Let's see what they got. We want not just be free. Secure state of America. Enough is enough. Kamala wants to replace all conservatives. America first. What is they talking about now? I look like that was it on the Venezuela crisis, or should I say Venezuela America crisis? What they talk about on this? Let's see what Obama talking about. They ain't talking about nothing. I don't want to hear that. So proud of the talent. What is he talking about here?
Hey, into the Place de la Concorde.
Our flag bearers are in white, everybody else in blue.
Man, come on, man. Obama ain't giving me nothing right now. Let me see what Trump got for me. I know Trump gonna keep something. Thank you, Wisconsin. Thank you. Have you ever seen a president, be able to sell out arenas like this? I mean, even if fake news.
From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills.
Sold out.
Thank you, Amber, very much. And you're right. I'll tell you, we have the people that I'm talking about. They're pouring in at levels never seen before. They're coming in by millions and millions, and a lot of them are taking the jobs for the black population, the Hispanic population, and unions are going to be very badly affected because, and I was talking to some, you mind if I turn around? Thank you, Amber, very much. And you're right. I'll tell you, we have the people that I'm talking about. They're pouring in at levels never seen before. They're coming in by millions and millions, and a lot of them are taking the jobs for the black population, the Hispanic population, and unions are going to be very badly affected because, and I was talking to some of the union heads who I actually do get along with, but they're very concerned about it because the people that are coming in are just taken. And it's going to start with the black population. African Americans are losing their jobs. And I don't know if you heard the latest statistic that of the jobs that these people created, which is
so before Trump continues, so we was told in 2019, the day after I had my son, the day after 2019, August 28th. So the 29th of 2019, I was informed from my people out in North Carolina that these people that look like us are not us. They're not from America. They're not from the USA. They're here to replace us. And it's funny, here we are in 2024, you got 20 plus million people that enter the country allegedly illegally, right? You know, they didn't come in through the right way. Whatever the border laws is, they didn't come in through the right way. So you got 20 million legal people here, and then you got my man sitting up here telling you, well, they're gonna take their jobs. They're gonna take Americans' jobs. And he's like, well, you know, what Americans are you talking about? The ones that always get hit first when anything go wrong. The communities that get hit first when anything go wrong, whether it's a pandemic, whether it's a depression, recession, if anything go down, what communities get hit first? Right? Without having to be specific, what communities get hit first? If anything go wrong, it's not going to be the elite community. It's not going to be the millionaires and the billionaires. They're not going to get hit first. We're going to get the community is going to get they're going to get hit first, man. We always get hit first. It's just math. It's just mathematical. You're like billionaires going to have a chance to withstand a blow or two or three. But if you're talking about the communities that's economically fragile, and anything go left, they're going to get smacked. They're going to get smacked hard. So let's think about it. Let's be realistic. You know what I'm saying? So we talk about who we're going to vote for. What do you mean? What? Before January 6th, this wasn't a part of the conversation because it wasn't happening.
very little. Every single job was taken, about 107% was taken by.
Nothing. I do gotta do a disclaimer, man. Listen, I I'm an entrepreneur for 20 plus years, so I always encourage people to go out and create their own businesses because you create more jobs than you could do working a job. So the history of this country and its economy is backed by entrepreneurship since the beginning.
Illegal immigrants. There's been no job creation from them. The jobs were filled by illegal immigrants. With all of that being said, I want to give you a very positive answer. We're going to win this election. We're going to turn this country around. We're going to become an unbelievable growth country. And your boy is going to have the greatest job. And you want to have a lot of choice with jobs. You want them to go up and they get up and it's hard to believe I have that the way I get treated. But I look.
But you got to think, this guy employs thousands of people, man. It's like, how are we figuring out that a person that has experience in running a big corporation has hired thousands of people that has to be at all times in a critical thinking capacity? I mean, golly. I mean, how difficult can it be to make a logical, a mathematical decision that's not based in, you got to be a green person. Come on, man. So I come out of a city like Pontiac, man, where they always pick their friends, their circles, and then look at the condition of the community over the last 40 years. It went from a world city to, bankruptcy. Like, come on, man. Who get hit first? The people of that community felt it first, not the people of Oakland County. The people that live in Bloomfield and West Bloomfield and they ain't feel what we felt. Like the residents or the citizens felt in the city of Pontiac when the bankruptcy hit? Like that, we felt that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I just don't like when they try to put black and pink and green and stuff. No, we Americans, the American people in these fragile communities, it's been slapped. It gets slapped the hardest when anything go wrong, man. So why would you produce policies that's going to affect, you know, these types of communities first? You got to create policies that support the growth of these communities and get them out of a fragile state. We can't have all of these American communities in a fragile state. They need to be wealthy again, period. That's what we mean by MAGA. The poor communities can't be poor under our watch. We're going to make sure these so-called poor communities have the resources they need to be wealthy again, to be strong again. I mean, it's just common sense. It's good business practice. You can't have a bunch of broke people running around and you talking about you the strongest, wealthiest nation on earth. It's never going to add up. So it don't make sense to keep feeding the appetite of a lazy person. They lazy and they mad. No, we got to take these resources that's causing people to be pacified away. Every strong and able body got to hit the block and go make it happen. And we're going to give you the tools and the resources that you need to get out here and make it happen. To show that you are the spirit and the strength of the nation. Not be some weak beggar nation sitting up here and, 10-year programs and ain't learning how to leverage to put yourself in an independent, strong capacity when you are able to do so. Nah, man. We're not finna keep allowing people on our vote, on our watch to get in there and make everybody else rich. It doesn't make sense to me. Supply us with a security package that allows us to go out and turn these individuals into entrepreneurs. We invested millions and millions and millions of dollars to pay people who have failed us. And then we're trying to maintain this practice like it's a good business practice. It's insanity. It's insanity. We're going to keep doing the same thing and expecting different results. It's like, nah, listen, man, you have a right. You have a right to contract with who you want to contract with. It's about your freedoms. You know what I mean? So we got to get the country, the individual, the families, the American families wealthy. I'm going to say it out loud. We got to get them wealthy. Our policies must be leveraged to get the American people out of this fragile state when it comes to their economy. Inflation not helping. The currency crisis is not helping. The supply chain interruption is not helping. The border security crisis is not helping. The Green New Deal is not helping. Government interference every step of the way is not it's not healthy. That's not smart. You can't fix anything. Get out the way. It's not how this country was built. This country was built on, this country is an independent nation, meaning the people was independent. You have a right to have your own independent thought, identity, personality, a style, aura, speech, language. Like, welcome to the country, a country of freedom. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to the nation. For those who don't even know what it means, it means freedom. And the reason why most Americans in these fragile communities haven't had a chance to experience the American dream is because they don't know about their freedoms, their liberties, their rights. They don't know about their civic obligations. They've been distracted. We've been taught how to hoop and how to do this and how to do that and how to do this. Nobody ain't teaching us the law. Nobody not directing our attention to the Constitution and the history of the Constitution. They telling us we black and civil rights and go out there and whoa, bro. Whoa, bro. What are you talking about? Law govern all events. Teach our children the law. Teach our children the history of the law and where it come from so they can stop going to prison and jail because they don't know their rights. What did Jesus say? My people perish for a lack of knowledge. So we got to sound a trumpet. Of course, they're going to try to use witchcraft, as they've been have, to try to steal another election. But the truth is going to be triumph. The truth is going to reign supreme at the end of the day, because everything the brother said is coming to light. Now you got a border crisis. Now you got gangs, foreign gangs on American soil reaping havoc. You got inflation. You got a currency crisis. You got a breakout of wars. Come on now, man. You got 18 to 20,000 people dead in the Middle East dealing with the Hamas versus Israel conflict. You got thousands upon thousands of people dead over in the Ukraine conflict. You got us pushing towards World War III. I mean, come on, dog. Are we serious? Somebody said, they gonna do something on the first day in office. They in office now. Come on, man. Hey, but thank y'all for joining the Brother L show. Until the next time, peace. Make sure y'all visit us before I go. Make sure y'all visit us at brotherel.com, BROTHEREL.com. That's www.brotherel.com. Peace.